Hey everyone, it's Unit 4, Lesson 12, and today we're comparing the origins of Hinduism and Buddhism and comparing their development among ancient India and China. So, within our lessons for ancient China and India, we learned about two of the main religions practiced in the area, Buddhism and Hinduism. So, today we're going to compare the origins of the two, so how they started, and we're also going to compare their development, so how they grew, what their ideas were, and how they spread to other areas. So let's begin with comparing the origins. So, in what region of the world did Hinduism start in? Think about it. Yep, it began in India. What region of the world did Buddhism start in? It also began in India. So we know that they both started in India, but let's review how they started. So, does Hinduism have a founder or founding group? No. The creation of Hinduism cannot be traced to one group or person. It's most likely a combination of beliefs from people in the regions, in that Indus Valley region, just coming together and creating this one religion. And then this is the video that we have watched before about the story of Siddhartha Gautama, who ended up becoming the Buddha. And make sure that you watch this on your own and think about these big questions while you watch it. Who he was, why did he start his journey, what religion did he practice before going on his journey, and who did he become? So this is one of the key similarities between the two when it comes to how they formed. Both Hinduism and Buddhism originated in ancient India. And we know that Siddhartha Gautama, who became the Buddha, was a Hindu prince before going on his journey of enlightenment. Because of this, we're going to see many ties and connections between the two. So when we're comparing their origins, the thing in common is they both started in India. And then differences comes down to how they were created. So we don't really know who started Hinduism, but we know that Buddhism is based off of the teachings of the Buddha, so off of one person. So let's compare some of the key beliefs and practices. So first, let's talk about deities or gods. One of the big differences with the practices is that Hinduism believes in multiple gods, and Buddhism does not share this belief. So Hinduism has multiple gods. Their main one is the Brahman, and the first god being Brahma. They have many lesser gods who are all believed to be different parts or powers of the Brahman. But Buddhism doesn't focus on any specific god. It is more about the individual and how they follow the teachings of Buddhism. People are allowed to worship the gods they choose or not follow any. Buddha, is not considered to be a god or a deity. He's the founder, and his teachings led to Buddhism. He represents the enlightenment that should be worked toward, but he himself is not considered to be a god. So let's take a look at this image. What is it showing? It's talking about reincarnation. So what is reincarnation? Remember, reincarnation is that cycle of rebirth, that once someone dies, they are born again into the life cycle again as a different person. Both Hinduism and Buddhism believed in a cycle of reincarnation and that certain aspects of life, like karma, determine what happens when a person is reborn. They all share these concepts of dharma, where everyone has certain duties to follow. Karma is the result of your actions. So if you do good things will happen to you. If you do bad things could happen to you. And karma impacts where you go in the next life or who you become. Reincarnation or rebirth into a new life cycle. One of the goals that both of those who practice Buddhism and Hinduism share is to be free of reincarnation. That's one of the major goals, is to be free of that cycle. Hinduism calls this step moksha, and for Buddhism, it just means to reach true enlightenment and nirvana. So in the chat box, what is one of the ultimate goals of Hinduism and Buddhism? It is going to be freedom of the cycle of reincarnation. And then another big difference between the two was the belief and enforcement of the caste system. So the religious texts of the of Hinduism was the Vedas. And the Vedas divided people into 4 basic classes called varnas. So the different varnas then led to the creation and the enforcement of the caste system. So the religion set up these social groups. Because of this, ancient Hinduism really enforced the caste system because that was what was believed through the religious text, that this is how society should look. But Buddhism does not support or believe in the caste system. Siddhartha Gautama began to question the caste system when he witnessed the suffering of the people in the city. He saw how different castes were treated differently and how people did not have a chance to change their lives because they had to stay in their caste no matter what. That was one of the things he began to question and wanted to change. So, one of the things that Buddhism focuses on is equality so that people will not have to deal with that suffering. So, comparing their beliefs, they both believe in the cycle of reincarnation, and the ultimate goal is to be free of that cycle. Hinduism has multiple gods to focus on, and then they also believe in the caste system. Buddhism views Buddha as a teacher, but not a god. Belief in gods is a personal decision, it's not something that is written down. And Buddhism does not believe or support in the caste system. And the last thing to talk about is how the religion spread to different places. So we know that while both religions began in India, Buddhism spread to other regions like China. Remember, people traveling along the Silk Road shared ideas in religions, and missionaries traveled around and shared their beliefs. This is how Buddhism reached other places. While on the opposite side, Hinduism mainly stayed in India. It didn't spread to these other regions as much. So, just to recap, similarities, they both started in India. They believe in that cycle of reincarnation, and the ultimate goal is to be free of the cycle. With Hinduism, there's no known creator. They have many gods that they focus on. They believed in the caste system, and it mainly stayed in India. For Buddhism, Buddha is a teacher but not a god. Belief in gods is a personal decision. Doesn't believe in the caste system, believed all people are equal, and it spread to other regions like China.